yes, I already said that. I did already say that. Okay, so let me see your thumbers. Let me see your thumbers. And we're going to go just like this. Here we go. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Cherry, berry, berry, bim. Bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. One more time. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Cherry, berry, berry, bim. Bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. I say Shanah Tovah, you say hey. Shanah Tovah, Shanah Tovah, Shanah, 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 Shanah Tovah, Shanah Tovah, Shanah Tovah, Shanah, 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 Shanah Tovah. Bim, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Cherry, berry, berry, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Shanah Tovah, Shanah Tovah, Shanah, 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 Shanah Tovah, Shanah Tovah, Shanah Tovah, Shanah, 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 Shanah Tovah. So whenever I'm really happy to see my friends, I like to sing a little song. It goes hallelujah, hallelujah. Can you guys help me sing that? Yes? Okay. Help me lead it. We go. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Let's do that one more time. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Okay, wave hello to someone far away from you. Wave hello. Wave to all your mommies and daddies and grandparents, yes, and special people. Hi, everybody. Wave hello and say shalom. Shalom. Wave hello to someone far away from you. Wave hello and say hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Give a big hug to someone sitting next to you. Give a big hug. Give a big hug. Can I have another hug? Oh, give a big hug. Give a big hug and say, Toda! Give a big hug to someone sitting next to you. Give a big hug and say, Shanah Tovah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Okay, my friends, it's time to go sit with Mommy and Daddy. It's time to go sit with Mommy and Daddy. Go find Mommy and Daddy. Go find Mommy and Daddy really, really quickly. There you go, really, really carefully. Because this last one is the extra, 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 super duper, 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 duper special one. Flora, go look at Mommy. You're going to want to go see Mommy. Look into the eyes of someone very special. Look into their eyes and see their neshama. Everybody say that word. Look into the eyes of someone very special. Look into their eyes and say, hallelujah. Last time. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. to invite up our fabulous preschool director, Julie Simon, and her family, Mark and her son Drew, and also our amazing preschool parent committee president with Jamie Pilon, with her son Thomas, and her mom Ellen Shaken, who runs so much of what happens here at our synagogue. Please come on up. And my little friends, you're going to hang out with mom and dad still. I'll tell you when it's time to come on up and join me again. And we are going to look at number 4 for our candle blessing. And we're going to start off with the English. Yep, right there.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us the mitzvah, commanding us to kindle the festival lights.
And we're going to read responsively.
May we be blessed with a year of joy.
May we be blessed with a year of peace.
May we be blessed with a year of light.
Amen. And then if you would lead us in the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiyanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'hadlik shel yom tov.
Amen. Beautiful. Thank you so much for helping us continue our festival, our Kol Nidre night. And we have one more song. Whoop. Here we go. Yep, here we go. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to ask everybody to please turn to page 3 of your little supplemental handout. And moms and dads, this is great for you to take home. Kids can color on it, and then you can talk about the questions. If you look at page 3, we're going to join together in the italicized verses. The moon is dark tonight, a new moon for a new year. It is hollow and hungers to be full. It is the black zero of beginning. Together, now you must. It is not too late. It is early and about to grow. Now is the time to do what you know you must and have fear to begin together. Forgive the past year. What will be wants to push through your fingers. The light you seek hides in your belly. Together, the light. We rise together for our formal call to worship that wakes us up, that encourages us to change for the new year. going to give a great big shh. Can I hear you? Oh, that was so beautiful, just like the ocean. We're going to stretch out our hands wide and give ourselves a great big hug, and we're going to say, and then we're going to give a great big sigh. One more time. Shh. One last time. Shh. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to sing together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. That was so wonderful, everybody. Okay, we are going to have a little story. I have seen some friends peeking at some props that I have, and I have brought some friends with me. Yes, it is the so we have a new friend. And so does everybody remember? Hey man, it's Silly Dilly over here. Well, hi, I'm Dolly Dragon. It's so nice to meet y'all. Can you say Shanah Tovah? Oh my God, that was just so great. Well, we're going to tell you a little story, see? Hey, little one. Yeah. Mommy's office. Okay, well, hey, man. How do you like my hair today? Is it pretty fluffy? I'm pretty awesome, see, because I've got lots of feathers. And all Dolly Dragon has are scales. Oh, well, I resent that comment very much. I love my scales. I have beautiful blue scales. How dare you say that feathers are better than scales? Okay. Wow. I've never heard you two argue like that before. It just so happens that I have a story that will help us understand why we should not say things that are hurtful to each other. Ducky, you have very beautiful hair. Yes, I do, man. And Dragon, Dolly, you have very beautiful scales. So you're going to sit right over here while I tell everybody this story. Here we go. Alrighty. So, what is this story? Once upon a time, in a land far, far away called Rumorville, there lived a little duck and a little dragon. They were best friends. In fact, they had the best nickname ever. Duck and Dragon. Everybody called them D&D. Some of you got that joke. Yes. Well, D&D loved to play hide and seek in all sorts of nooks and crannies. They would hide in the bakery, and Dragon would hide behind the hot stove. And Ducky would swim in the pond with the tadpoles. Well, they would get together after they were hiding in these nooks and crannies, and they would tell each other funny stories about what they saw. One day, Dragon said, I heard a customer yelp the other day at the bakery. His bread came out glowing red and orange. So the customer ran away because he was afraid of this glowing bread, and he started telling everybody about the strange glowing bread that the baker tried to sell him. D&D laughed and laughed together with their friends, and they went home and they told their parents, and then their parents, of course, said, bread? What? It's Yom Kippur. We're not supposed to talk about bread. We're fasting. But Dragon's mommy went and told all her other mommy friends about the strange glowing red bread that came out of the bakery. And Ducky said, I heard no one is going to that baker anymore. But Dragon left out a very important part of that story. See, Dragon was the one who made the bread red and glowing. He was hiding behind the stove, breathing fire, when the bread came out. So, Dragon was very embarrassed to admit that he was the one that made the bread red. Ducky said, hey, Dragon, I heard Carpenter Bee and Harry Hornet are moving in under the bridge. Well, guess what? The Honey family lives under the bridge. And Allie Apple is the Honey's family's best friend. What will she do if the Carpenters and the Hornets are flying around? What will she and her apple tree family do? Well, Dragon replied, I guess that Allie's not Honey's best friend anymore. She must be a bad apple. And they laughed. Well, D&D had no clue that Allie Apple was just about at their spot to wish them a Shanah Tovah when she heard them laughing about her. So she ran away and started to cry and became very, very sad and very, very sour. She thought Honeybee was her best friend in the whole world. The Honey family always stuck by her side. Who would be her best friend now? The Legume family's little peanut butter. That kid was just a little too salty. Well, D&D didn't know that the Carpenters and the Hornets were cousins of the Honeys, and they were all so excited to become best friends with the Apples. Meanwhile, Barry Baker was also feeling very, very sad. Everybody was afraid of his shop now that he had supposedly tried to sell someone glowing red bread. What do we do? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, Rebby Ribbit happened to be visiting in this town of Rumorville, and he decided to teach D&D a little lesson. He said, hey guys, I've got a project for you. Yeah, we'll help, said Ducky. And yeah, hurrah, said Dragon. And here is where I need all my friends. You've been so great. All of my friends, if you can come and stand next to me. Rebby Ribbit says, Can you bring me a big box of feathers? Feathers? Well, sure, said the duck. The duck had a ton of feathers that Mom had been saving. And Dragon was born with feathers, so Dragon had some too. Okay. So everybody who wants to is going to take a little bit of feathers. Okay? Take a little handful and hold on to it. Hold on to your handful tight. And one by one, hold on really tight. You got two. Everybody can have a turn. Oh, yes, there you go. I just need one. Did everybody get some feathers? Take some feathers. Okay, here's some feathers. Take some feathers. Take some feathers. the feathers. Now, my friends, you may each take one feather with you. Take one feather, pick your favorite color, and bring it back to Mom and Dad, or your grandfather, grandmother, or your special person, or your sister, or you can hold it and stay right here. Pick up one feather. One feather. I'm going to pick this yellow one because yellow is Lavender's favorite color. Okay, my friends. Who can tell me, what did D&D do? They said, Rebby Ribbit, we cannot possibly collect all of these feathers. What are we supposed to do with them? And do you know what Rebby Ribbit said? Rebby Ribbit said, exactly. Because once you let the feathers go, once you let the stories go, once you say the not nice words, you can't take all of them back with you. They go where they go. They land where they land. And that's what happens when we tell stories that are not quite true, or when we share words that are not quite nice. So my friends, there's a very special thing that we do when we want to say we're sorry on Yom Kippur. So my friends, my special fabulous friends, this is the moment you're going to get cozy with Mom and Dad. Go get cozy with Mom and Dad. And we're all going to sing together. Very good. Whoa! Okie dokie. There we go. Alrighty, my friends, can I see one bimmer? One bimmer. Okay, so the moral, the lesson that we just learned is that we should be very careful about what we say to each other. But we know that we make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, take your bimmer and rub your heart. And follow me. Repeat after me. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, 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 you try. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. On Yom Kippur, it's time to restart. Everybody repeat after me. We've made mistakes. We've done bad things. But this is what the new year brings. A chance to change. A chance to grow. With one first step. Nice and slow. We tap, 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 tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. When Yom Kippur, it's time to restart. That was so wonderful, everybody. So we're going to get ready to hear our shofar. And as we get ready to hear our shofar, I'm going to share these words with you if you want to follow along on page 4. Before you all leave, I'm going to remind everybody that next Friday is our Shir Shabbat outside in our Mishkan Tefillah. It is a short service celebrating the music of Debbie Friedman. And then everybody is going to want to come and celebrate Sukkot with me. On October 6th, we have our third Shabbat Bop. We will be out in our sukkah, and I'm going to show everybody the lulav and the etrog. and we're going to have a very, very bopping time. On your seats are a flyer to a family essential Israel trip that I am leading this summer. And again, please remember you can take these home with you. So, as we hear the shofar's call, may we remember that while sometimes we have made mistakes, we can always say we're sorry and return to that fabulous, wonderful spark that is inside of each of us. So, is everybody ready for the shofar blast? Everybody stand up! Here we go! Okay, remember, what do we do on blast? We jump! And what do we do on fast? We jump! Here we go! I like to hear the shofar blast! Sometimes slow and sometimes fast! I like to hear the shofar blast! Happy, happy, happy New Year! Get ready! First me, then you, then our friend Bill. Tekiah! I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Shivarim, your turn. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. True. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Okay, my friends, this is the Gidollah, the big one. See if you all can hold your breath longer than me. Here we go. Tekiah Gidollah. Now it's your turn. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much better than me. Oh my god. Oh no, I can't hold it out anymore. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, 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 happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Gemara Fatima Tovah. It was such a joy to see all of you, big kids and little kids. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey Vera. Hey guys. Hey. Did you get a feather? Oh. Did you yellow's your favorite color? Yeah. Hi. You like yellow too?